Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Claustrophobia, the Downward Struggle, Steam Early Access version 1.0.0. So, this game might be a little bit bare bones, might not be. I haven't done a whole lot of research. I'm kind of going in blind here, but it's a traditional style roguelike, so what can be different, right? Have to say, loving the intro splash screen. It's very nicely illustrated. Okay, so it looks like there's some amount of character customization here, and by some amount I mean there's only one body you can have. That's probably for the best. Let's switch between something to the point where I find something largely agreeable. Yeah, let's just be the bald dude. Pink hair. Perfect. Eyes. I kind of like the shifty eyes of number 4. Or the super worried man. Oh wait, no, that's perfect. The oh shit eyes. Beautiful. Huh. And one tooth. Perfect. Now, class, Juggernaut, Rogue, Archer, Warlock, or Juggernaut. Okay, so, pretty obvious. If you know me at all, I really like the, toughest class possible. Hey, you can be naked. It also looks like, you can switch your armor out. Like, there might even be pseudo-custom sprites for every piece of armor. Could be wrong on that one, but I think so, because I checked the options, and one of them is display helm or not. So they might actually have some nice stuff like that. Now, I don't have any available stats to put into any of these things. That's probably okay. Looks pretty close to standard for, I guess, stats. It's almost exactly the same as D&D. It's only missing charisma. But it's a roguelike. Who's going to be talking to anybody in a roguelike? Oh, hello. So, whoa. You can actually customize your class. That's interesting. So we could forget stuff, learn stuff. It looks like there's some amount of, pigeonholing you can do, so you can be much more, tanky, or a little bit more, chargy and stuff, and you can switch these things around. Interesting. But I think I'm going to mess around with that on the next time through, because right now, let's find a good name here. G on Earth. These are all nonsense. Let's call him, seeing as he's kind of creepy looking, he's now Uncle Jeb. Perfect! Start game with Uncle Jeb. So, left click to move, right click to interact with the world. Okay, skill bar at the bottom holds your abilities. You can use drag from the ability menu K, and active items from the inventory. To use it, either press the key or click on it. Okay, it's super self-explanatory as far as I can tell. All of the controls can be found in the key binding section. Perfect. Wow. This is... Can I use the arrow keys for this? Nope. Okay. Well, can't open that chest up. Looks like movement is pretty freaking seamless. Let's pick up the Wonder Stick, not like it really matters. Now, here's a question. Ah, man. So, the first roguelike I ever played was actually NetHack. And one of my... Oh, I like this. So one of the first roguelikes I ever played was actually the first roguelike I ever played. It's called NetHack. And NetHack is actually fairly similar to this one. For a second I was afraid we had just eaten the tainted meat, which would be a bad idea. But one of the funny things I always liked about NetHack is you could leave almost immediately. And it was, well... I was kind of hoping I could do that here, so Uncle Jeb goes down in the dungeon and is like, oh, hell no, I want nothing to do with this. Anyway, so, first and foremost, I have to say I really dig the animations here. Yes, it's mostly just, hop up and down, but it's... Oh, geez, what am I doing? Why did I do that? I'm on fire. Oh, well, oh, you get experience, though. Okay, so I'm definitely getting a Dreadmore vibe here. A little bit less on the humor side of things, but whatever, no big deal. Now, like old traditional roguelikes, or at least NetHack, which I'm used to. Oh wait, no, this is definitely a Dungeons & Dreadmore shop. Look at this, it even has the checker floor tile. Doesn't have the creepy demon dude, but still. Let's see, buy value. I have no money, so I'm gonna have to come back for these things, because I'd love to get the shiny chainmail or something. But, no. Anyway, Oh, there's the zombie. Close the door. No. So zombies pose the largest amount of threat to me. Rats, less so. I like this. This is super traditional, super familiar, and actually incredibly polished. I'm impressed. I'd like to get up to level 2 or 3, see if I can get my hands on that better sword. Plus, it's always one of those in roguelikes. You always want to go on to the next level after kind of clearing this. Oh, this is bad news bears for me. Okay, we've gotten out of the way, so the zombie archer can't hit us. Or it's a skeleton archer. Oh, shoot. Okay. Skeleton archer is now dead. Perfect. I was afraid for a second that we'd have to deal with, like, multiple people at once. Might actually have to... Oh, right. You can attack things at a diagonal in this game, which is actually really useful. Let's see what happens when we read that scroll. All nearby enemies go into a deep sleep. Oh, it's a bit too late for that one. Oh, run. No. Don't want to go through that door. Let's just... Ow. Skeleton can see me. The line of sight here seems a little nonsense from time to time, but oh well. So, ideally, we get up to level 3 before we descend, because there's a portal. Huh. Well, I could mess around with it. Honestly, it's my first time through, so survival's not at all on the docket for today. Let's see. Oh, there's hunger. Where's hunger? Is that the third bar at the bottom? Probably. So the longer I sit around, the more I starve to death? Either that or hunger hasn't been implemented. No, as far as I can tell, hunger is not implemented yet, because we've got health, we've got mana, and we've got experience, but no hunger, which is probably for the best. Let's just, I don't know, clear our way through the floor as fast as possible. I like the fact that you can take turns really quickly. Oh, right. Everybody can attack at an angle. Things you forget because you've been playing too many games where that's not a thing. Also, it looks like these dungeons are actually fairly immense, even on, like, singular floors, which is pretty cool. Which I'm pretty happy about. Fortunately, I'm going to have to probably get a bunch of my health back. Hopefully I can get an item that lets me recover health faster, because otherwise I have to skip a butt ton of turns. Which, I mean, isn't the end of the world, but is definitely one of those rooms. Huh. It's a storage room. That could be useful. I mean, realistically, chances are there's nothing in here. There is nothing in here, but it was worth a shot anyway. Okay, visually this game, very impressive. I mean, animations are super basic, but I can't fault them. It's trying to be a, you know, kind of homage to the old turn-based style of roguelike. Well, I guess really it's just kind of a modern reinterpretation of the same old style, which I cannot fault. Library. Anything in here? Tainted meat. Sweet. Sweet meat. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I guess I'm just eating books. Apparently the librarian is not happy with us. Good thing I am beholden to no librarian. Even though, you know, I have a librarian friend. Okay, so we leveled up. So we can gain 2 stat points. You get 2 per level, and you can put them in whatever stat you want, I think. You also get 1 ability point per level, and can be used to give our hero passive abilities. And spell points can learn new spells. Cool. So, P, K, and K for this stuff. Let's go into K first. And it looks like we don't have any points to put into anything. Alright, well, that's fine. P. And seeing as some of our equipment is strength-based, what do we need? Strength 6 or... Perfect. So if I do that, and then I do... Hit rating is pretty tempting. Damage is nice, or maximum health and armor efficiency. Oh. Or Wisdom actually increases our health regeneration, which is actually tempting too. And Intelligence is just completely worthless to us right now. So, let's throw it into Dexterity. I think I've been missing things a little bit. Could be wrong on that one. But this way we get to put on 2 new pieces of equipment. Oh, apparently the Dire Greaves have absolutely no value to us. Whatever. Let's just... I mean, we've got the nice fancy swords, so we've got that going for us. Let's just wail on this guy. Yep, we're doing a heck of a lot more damage, and we potentially get a new shield. Is this any better? The answer is yes, actually. That's quite better. It gives us +1 strength and 1 constitution. Perfect. Magic equipment already off the bat. This is working out well for me. Guess what's my sword do? Oh, wow. That is a much better sword. Well, things are coming up pretty well for me. Raw meat. Still don't know where the hunger bar is. I'm operating under the assumption that it's not here, but if we starve to death, it's going to be the perfect end to how things go here. Because honestly, it's always one of those where it's like surprise mechanic you don't know about. And me putting points into dexterity seems pretty necessary considering I missed that zombie a butt ton of times. Anyway, get through these doors. Keep getting through these doors. There's a lot of doors here. I like the mini-map in the top right, too. Knowledge is power. Eating books. Can I get over here? Nope. Okay, dead end in the library. That's no big deal. Get through here. And barrels and stuff. I'm getting gold. Do I actually have, like, a fair amount of gold? Yeah, so I could conceivably buy some armor upgrades before I go down. Which, I mean, might or might not even be worthwhile, but I'll try it anyway. Let's piss off a librarian. Librarian is sufficiently pissed off now. Now, first complaint, that I can right-click on an object in the world and move to pick it up, but realistically, if I'm right-clicking on this crate or a monster, I won't move to attack it. But I can say right-click on, you know, this door over here, and we'll actually move over to open and close it. Which just seems weird to me, like, that it's a thing. You'd think you'd just be able to right-click on anything and move towards it. Which almost begs the question, why even have left and right-click? Because, you know, you could totally just have left or right-click as the main thing. I guess it makes sense. Maybe right-click is just always will interact with stuff, left-click never will. But the inconsistency bothers me, to a degree. Let's go through the portal. See where we end up. The answer is, actually, we've kind of already been here. Actually, we've entirely already been here. Well, we got this door over here. I'm just trying to clear out as much of this... Oh, nothing but skeleton zombies. Everybody's missing everybody. Come on. It's like watching a train wreck and being part of it. Okay, so it looks like we got some better leggings. And, ooh, probably should have put these on before I was just running around like an idiot. Now we got Dwarven Cuirass. Cuirass? I don't even know. And apparently we're hungry. So, where's the hunger meter? I don't know. Let's eat raw meat. Raw meat it is. No longer hungry. Uncle Jeb. Go for it. Okay, so I guess there is a hunger bar. It just doesn't tell me where it is. That's concerning, but, I mean, overall, not terribly surprising. Actually, I'm going to... Well, this is a serious problem. We've got an archer wailing on us. We might die here. These zombies. Yep, okay. This concludes the tragic tale of Uncle Jeb, the level 2 juggernaut who died on floor 1 of the Tower of Terrible Turmoil. Score 141. So, overall, just impressions-wise before I end the episode. This is pretty wonderful, especially for an alpha. No bugs were seen, no glitchy textures. The lack of a hunger bar was a little weird, and a little bit disappointing on the left click, right click. Needed some work. But apart from that, it's a very smooth roguelike. It moves really quickly. I've had zero issues recording it, looking at you, Dreadmore, and overall it was pretty charming. I really should have used my skills there, come to think of it. I never even bothered to mess with them. I guess I'm so used to traditional roguelikes not really having much for combat skills. It's just like, what's a combat skill? Either way, though, I'm impressed, and I will be playing more of this, because this is my kind of thing. Simple, basic, but with actually a fair amount of complexity that I kind of want to get into. And I'd love to see what happens when this game gets out of early access, because if this is early access, well, especially alpha early access as opposed to, like, beta. So, with luck, they'll have more classes, more abilities, that kind of business. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Either way, I'm pretty impressed with this one, so I'm going to keep my eyes on it for quite a while. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Claustrophobia, The Downward Struggle, or if you guys are mostly here for just the episode 1 first impressions thing, I hope you guys watch some of my other things, because I do actually check out a fair number of new indie games. But either way, whatever you do, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.